What's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. Hope you're all doing absolutely fine. And today, as usual, we're gonna continue with an essay by Seneca on anger. It's gonna be the fifth part of the third book, so let's get started. You ask me whether there's all these stand. To prove, I answer that no one should imagine himself to be safe from anger, seeing that it rouses up even those who are naturally gentle and quiet to commit savage and violent acts. A strain of body and a serious care of the health avail nothing against a pestilence, which attacks the strong and weak alike. So also steady and good-humored people are just as liable to attacks of anger as those of unsettled character, and in the case of the former, it is both more to be ashamed of and more to be feared, because it makes a great alteration in their habits. Now, as the first thing is not to be angry, the second to lay aside to lay aside our anger, and the third to be able to heal the anger of others as well as our own, I will set forth first how we may avoid falling into anger. Next, how we may set ourselves free from it. And lastly, how we may restrain an angry man, appease his wrath, and bring him back to his right mind. We shall succeed in avoiding anger if from time to time we lay before our minds all devices connected with anger and estimate it at its real value. It must be prosecuted before us and convicted. Its evils must be thoroughly investigated and exposed, that we may see what it is. Let it be compared with the worst vices. Avarice scrapes together and amasses riches for some better man to use. Anger spends money. If you can indulge in it for nothing. How many slaves an angry master drives to run away or to commit suicide? How much more he loses by his anger than the value of what he originally became angry about. Anger brings grief to a father, divorce to a husband, hatred to a magistrate, failure to a candidate for office. It is worse than luxury, because luxury enjoys its own pleasure, while anger enjoys another's pain. It is worse than either spitefulness or envy, for they wish that someone may become unhappy, while anger wishes to make him so. They are pleased when evil befalls one by accident, but anger cannot wait upon fortune. It desires to injure its victim personally, and is not satisfied merely with his being injured. Nothing is more dangerous than jealousy. It is produced by anger. Nothing is more ruinous than war. It is the outcome of powerful man's anger, and even the anger of humble private persons, though without arms or armies, is nevertheless war. Moreover, even if we pass over its immediate consequences, such as heavy losses, treacherous plots, and the constant anxiety produced by strife, anger pays a penalty at the same moment that it exacts one. It forswears human feelings. The latter urges to love. Anger urges us to hatred. The latter bids us do men good. Anger bids us do them harm. Add to these that, although its rage arises from an excessive self-respect and appears to show high spirit, it really is contemptible and mean. For a man must be inferior to one by whom he thinks himself despised, whereas the truly great mind, which takes a true estimate of its own value, does not revenge an insult because it does not feel it. As weapons rebound from a hard surface, and solid substances hurt those who strike them, so also no insult can make a really great mind sensible of its presence. Being weaker than that against which it is aimed. How far more glorious is it to throw back all wrongs and insults from oneself, like one wearing armor of proof against all weapons, for revenge is an admission that we have been hurt. That cannot be a great mind which is disturbed by injury. He who has hurt you must be either stronger or weaker than yourself. If he be weaker, spare him. If he be stronger, spare yourself. Right, guys, we've done with this part, and obviously we're going to continue tomorrow on the next one. So thank you, see you, and bye.